Sai Ram children, welcome. Welcome once again. So today we are going to start with a geography lesson. We have completed our lesson number 1. Now we are going to start with our lesson number 2. So children, before we start our lesson number 2, I want to show you some picture. With the help of that picture, I want you to identify what is that. Okay. Let us see the picture. Okay. Can you see the picture now? Yes. What is this? Yes, this is a miniature model of the earth, which is known as globe. Yes, this helps us to make us location as well as the time, climatical condition. With the help of this, we can also identify the each and every region where it is located. Okay. Okay. In the lesson number 1, you have studied how to draw the horizontal line and vertical line. Yes, horizontal line and vertical line, that is known as parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. Yes. So, and after drawing that two lines, we get in the form of a net, and that particular net formation is known as the graticule. So now we have studied how to draw the line. Now in lesson number 2, how to use this line, how to identify the place, how to locate the place where exactly it comes, and what is the climatical condition, and what is the time over there. With the help of this line, we can learn, I said in the lesson number 1. So now let us use that graticule. That is our lesson number 2. That is, let us use the graticule. Okay. So before we start, I just wanted to solve some examples which is given in your textbook, so that it will make you understand that how we can use the graticule. Which oceans are spread in all the 4 hemispheres? So can you guess which 4 hemisphere the entire ocean covers? Yes, only I think 2. Total 5 are there, but 2 ocean covers the entire 4 hemisphere. Let us see the answer. The Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. These are the 2 ocean among the 5. These are the only 2 ocean which covers the entire 4 hemisphere. That is Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. So let us see the picture. If you are not able to clearly see this picture, children, you can take your textbook. This is from your textbook itself. Okay. Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, which covers the entire 4 hemisphere. Okay, let us move to our next next example. Which continents are spread in all the 4 hemisphere? Yes, when we talk about the ocean, just now we have seen the example, that is Pacific and Atlantic. Now, which continent are spread in all the 4 hemisphere? Can you guess? Okay, let me answer for that also. Africa. Africa lies in all 4 hemisphere of the earth, which are the northern, southern, eastern and western hemisphere. This is only continent which covers the entire 4 hemisphere. So let us see the picture. Through that you can identify, or you can make out that all the 4 hemisphere has been taken by the Africa. See, I have zoomed it, children. If you are not able to clear, again I am telling you, see your textbook. Can you see the land over there? That the 0 degree, can you see written over there in the center of the line? Yes, that is 0. That is prime meridian. Also the down, it is not visible here, but you can see in your textbook, that is between this one very center down line, that is equator. So these are the Africa continent which is covering all the 4 hemisphere. So now children, you must be getting confused that Mrs. directly giving the question and also giving the answer. But how? She did not explain how to make it, like use of the latitude and the longitude. She did not explain that. So with the example, I'll just explain how to identify the location, region, and how many lines, the parallel lines and the meridian lines we have to use. Let us see with each and one example. And there is different when you use the location of the place, when extent of the region, when it talks about the linear features. So let us move with that explanation now. The location of a place, the extent of a region, and the extent of any linear feature can be described precisely with the help of the parallels and meridians. Meridians, there's two things there's two lines, imaginary lines, which is forming a graticule. When we are following just for particular place, a location of a place, then how many lines has to be considered? For extent of a region, how many lines of the parallel lines and the meridian lines we have to take, and extent of the any linear feature. What is linear feature is here? Is all about the land, river, lakes. Yes, Himalayas, suppose while taking a, yes, where it starts, where it ends. How many how many parallel lines we have to take, how many meridians we have to, meridian lines we have to take. These all things we are going to learn in detail with the example. So let us move with the first one. While describing the location of a place, we need to consider only one parallel and one meridian. Example is Delhi is located at 28 degree 36 minutes 50 second north latitude and 77 degree 12 minutes 30 seconds east longitude. So children, by just locating one place, you have to take only one parallel line and one meridian line. Okay, this is the way you will, only one single line you will be able to, parallel line and meridian line, you will be able to locate the place. Now let us move to the extent of a region. For describing the extent of a region, we need to consider two parallel lines and two meridians at the extreme end of the region. Children, just now we studied in the previous only the location of a place, only one. Now extent of a region. Overall, when to go for the region, we have to take two parallels and two meridian lines. Now let us see the example. Example. The extent of Australia is described as 10 degree 30 minutes, that is 10.5 degree south to 43 degree 39 minutes south latitude and 113 degree east to 115 degree east longitude. Children, now we are not locating the place, we are locating a region, the entire region, Australia. So at this time you have to take a two parallel lines and two meridians, yes, meridian lines. So when you take this, then you will be able to locate that particular region in a perfect way. Now let us move to our next, that is the linear features. For describing the extent of linear feature like rivers, roads, etc., we need to consider the latitude and the longitude of their terminal points. Now what is this terminal points? That is an end point. From the starting of the river, that is originates, from where the river originates, from there till the terminal points, that is the end point of the river, we have to consider. So here we cannot specify only two lines have to be taken, only one line has to, one parallel line or two meridian lines. We cannot specify. It depends on the starting to the terminal point of that particular river, lakes, or okay, mountain we can call, also the road. From where to where it extends, that is depend on the starting and the end point of the linear feature. Okay, so here there is no limitation to take two lines and two parallel lines and two meridian lines. So let us see one example of this linear feature also. For example, the river Nile in Africa originates in Lake Victoria, flows north and meets the Mediterranean Sea near the city of Alexandria in Egypt. As I told you, it starts, that originates in Nile River but comes to the city and meets the city Alexandria in Egypt. That is terminal point when we call. Okay, so if you get the globe very easily, you will be able to make out the degrees also. Okay, so here children, when you are learning, about this all things, about the linear feature, you are not been born that only two things, two parallel lines, two meridian lines you have to focus. Okay, it is about the starting point and the terminal point, that is the end point. Okay, now let us move with our next. Now what are the important parallels and meridians? That is, these two are the two lines which we have studied in our lesson number 1 also, that how to make it. Now we are going to, if you remember in the lesson number 1, I have shown you one picture related to the important 4 lines. Yeah, once you will go ahead, you will be able to make out that important lines also. Definitely you will be able to recollect. So let us move our next important parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. Let us get acquainted with some important parallels and meridians. All places between 23° half north and south of equator receive perpendicular rays on 2 days in a year. Other areas of the earth never get perpendicular rays. Can you able to recollect in the lesson number 1 about the 23° half, that line is equator which divides the earth into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. This is a parallels of latitude. Yes, we are talking about important parallels, parallels of latitude. So this two number, do you remember about this 23° half of south and north? Can you recollect? Okay, let us not much waste our time. Let us move. What is that 23° half north and south of the equator called? Can you see the perpendicular line? Only 2 days in a year, perpendicular rays, which is for getting only 2 days in a year, this rays falls. So let us read it in the picture itself. The Tropic of Cancer in the north, and when we go below the equator, it is called Tropic of Capricorn. Yes, that 0°, it's a parallels of latitude which divides, as I told you, to the northern and the southern hemisphere. When you go 23° half north, you will be getting Tropic of Cancer, and when you go below the equator, that is at the southern hemisphere, you will be getting 23° half, that is Tropic of Capricorn. So these are the two important parallels of latitude. Let us see with the detail. The parallels at 23° half north and 23° south of equator are called Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn respectively. Okay, now let us move to our next important parallels of latitude. The parallels at 66.5° north and south of the equator are also important parallels of latitude. Now, what is this? If you remember, if you recollect the lesson number 1, definitely you will be able to make out this line also, 66.5° north and south. Yes, it goes beyond the 23° half. Yes. In the area between these two parallels, throughout the year, daytime lasts within the limit of 24 hours. Once you move above 23° half and south and above the 23° half north, between these 2 degrees, that throughout the year it will be 24 hours. Limit will be there. Day and night will be 24 hours. Day and night means 12 hours, day 12 hours, night. Exactly, children. So throughout the year, daytime lasts within the limit of 24 hours. So let us see what is that picture. It's the same from your textbook. See the lines. Can you read out? 66.5° north, when you talk about, that is above the equator. That is known as Arctic Circle. When you come below the equator, that is southern hemisphere, 66° half, that is known as Antarctic Circle. This is also one of the important parallels of latitude. And in your picture, in your textbook, it is clearly made an arrow for it, so that you will be able to make out the perpendicular rays, as well as throughout the year why there is 24 hours limit over there. With a very clear explanation, they have given this picture in your textbook. Okay, so let us read. These are called the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle respectively. When we talk about today, till now we have done only about the importance of parallels of latitude. Children, we have studied about the importance of parallel of latitudes. Remaining we will study in our next class and see the clear picture of it if you are able to. This is important parallels of important parallels and meridian, important line it is. But today only till this 4 lines we have studied, that is Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. In our next class we will be doing the remaining of the important parallels and meridians. Okay, so let us recollect shortly what we have done today. We have seen the picture of a globe, that is a miniature model of the earth. After, like how to draw the lines and all in the parallels of latitude, and yes, Mediterranean meridian lines, meridian of longitude, that we have done. So that one, when we talk about, that forms a graticule. Now in the previous class, in the previous lesson, in the first lesson, we have studied how to draw the line, and now we have make a use of that line. That is our second chapter. Let us use the, yes, we have seen the example of Africa, which continent comes under all the 4 hemisphere. Yes, also we have studied about the how to locate the place with the help of one parallel line and one meridian line, exactly. And when we extend of the region, we have to take 2 parallel and 2 meridian lines here. And when we talk about the linear feature, there is no particular 2 parallel or 3. It's up to the starting, that originate point till the terminal point, till the end point, we have to take the parallels of latitude and the meridians of longitude. Okay, till now we have studied that, and also the important parallels of latitude we have studied today, that 4 lines, that is Tropic of Cancer, that is in north, and Arctic Circle, that is in north again, and below the equator we have studied also about the Tropic of Capricorn and also the Antarctic Circle. Okay children, so thank you for the stay home, stay safe.